think we in here with it, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Rising, rising, rising. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Feel me? We in here with another night class for y'all. Another night drop. Another night, late night gems. It is currently 4:58 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia, where I am at. Located on the 33rd Pale level, capital of Atlantis. Um, but anyway, as you can see by the title, we coming at y'all with a deep drop tonight. A deep drop. You feel me? Tonight we're gonna be decoding one of their projects or one of their conjuncted blueprints to further try to escape their time, their man-made time that has currently been up, right? Tonight we just coming at a whole bunch of organized lies. Tonight we coming at a whole bunch of organized lies. Tonight we decoding a lot tonight for y'all right here. So, again, peace, 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 rising, rising, rising. I share, I share, I share. It's late night, so I appreciate everybody who in here. I'm finna currently cut the comments off, so I won't be able to see any comments because we have to go deep. We have to stay focused. So from this point forward, the comments are cut. So if you are commenting, I cannot see your comments, but I am gonna give you the piece. Therefore, I can't even see you walking in here. I can only see myself right now. So to anybody that is currently walking in here, peace. Like I said, as you can see from the thumbnail and the title, we coming at y'all with a decoder. We coming at y'all to decode some of these organized lies that's been put together in a blueprint, functional, uh, uh, that has been put right in your face, right? So, um, so this is what we're doing tonight, y'all. So we're just coming at these organized lies, you know. See, your oppressors, right? Because if you've been watching this channel, right, and you subscribe, you know, you have some understanding, you have some knowledge, you have some wisdom, you have some awareness of what's going on around you in your modern days world, right? If you've been watching the channel. So when we speak of your oppressors, you should know who your oppressors are. So your oppressors, right? Because before we can even dive into this decoding of this project that's being ran by your elites, your oppressors, right? Your people in control of your world. You feel me? These people who are in control of your world are not regular people in the flesh, right? These are other extraterrestrial entities. They have fell in a negative alliance. So it's imperative that we understand that before we even start breaking down their tactics, right? Because they have been using tactics and blueprints for a long time, right? A long, long time. And they have been using a lot of projects to manipulate the masses, to lie to the masses, to mislead the masses, to misguide the masses, to confuse the masses. So they have had a lot of projects. They have ran a lot of projects, right? What do I mean? They have ran a lot of projects. Well, what I mean by they have ran a lot of projects is that happy 4th of July, peace, 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 guys. So yeah, they had They had they ran so many projects. They ran a lot of projects to confuse the masses, to throw the masses off. You feel me? And a lot of us are unaware. A lot of us are unaware of this because the masses does not show this to the public. So you have this project that the masses, you have this project that your oppressors are trying to hide through the masses. You got this project that your oppressors are trying to put forth to show you, to reveal to you what's going on in your current modern world. But because they're still trying to hide this from you, they're not going to tell you straight up, right? They're not going to just tell you. They're going to put it in they're going to put it in hidden subnals, right? So they'll come out with a movie. Look, let me tell y'all something. Instead of them just telling us what it is, this how they'll do it. They'll come out with a movie, right? And in that movie, they'll tell us what's going on, right? In today's day, they'll tell us what's going on in that movie. But even as they telling us what's going on in that movie, they'll still leave out some things. They'll still lie to us, right? But this is why it's still imperative to even still go look into it, because it's all lessons in it. It's still lessons. Feel me? But they'll put it in a movie. So instead of them telling us what's going on in today's time, they'll just go put it in a movie. You feel me? They'll just go put it in a movie. Then after they put it in a movie, they'll leave it up to you to whether to decide if it's going to go by or stay or stick. You feel me? But with them putting the real information of what's going on within your world inside of these movies, a lot of us don't grasp the real reality. A lot of us don't understand that this is actually going on. So you got a major project that is taking place, and right now, today's day of June 4th. July 4th, excuse me. So in July 4th, 2026, you have a project, right, that is taking place that is trying to be analytic by your oppressors, right? What is this project? This project, well, as you can see by the title, which is called Long Shot, right? Everything everything I did with the title and the thumbnail was to directly send a message to your your thyroid gland. You feel me? Because it's imperative that we understand what's going on in today's day, right? in the year 2022, CNN made a report of them discovering more than 5,000 worlds, right? But a lot of those who know, we've been noticed. We've been talking about this, right? And a lot of people said we were crazy, right? But 2 years ago, 2022, excuse me, not 2 years, but 2022, CNN released reports saying that there could be possibly over 5,000 worlds, right, outside of ours. So, like I said, if you've been tuning in, and if you've been expanding your intellect, then you are already aware of this. Feel me? But to say that is to say, like, this is everything is unfolding. All truth is being revealed. Everything is unfolding. You feel me? All truth is being revealed. So they can't hide nothing to you. And it is a universal law that it's a universal law that they can't lie to you because you have free will, right? So they must tell you the truth. But how can they tell you the truth without telling you the truth? Right. So let's put it in a movie, right? Let's not tell them the truth. Let's not tell them the actual whole breakdown of this project, right? That is taking place on their world, which is this project is part of a celestial event, right? We just say it's a project to throw off the masses, but it's really a celestial event. But anyway, right? Instead of telling the masses about this project, the celestial event, we're just gonna put it in a movie, and that's how we're gonna let them know. We're gonna put it in a movie, and we're gonna publish the movie, and that's how we're gonna let them know. But we're not gonna tell them. We're just gonna put it in a movie and publish the movie. You feel me? That's how they let us know what's going on. But it's up to us to perceive it in a way of sense. You see? Can you read in between the lines though? You feel me? So we're gonna be decoding this, right? So what was it, yesterday? So July 3rd, they just dropped a new movie. Or they just started streaming this movie on new platforms. July 3rd, which was yesterday. Alright. What is this movie? Well, this movie is a lot known as Project Hail Mary, right? So a lot of us know about this movie, right? A lot of us have seen this movie. A lot of us are familiar with this movie. A lot of us have not seen this movie. A lot of us are not familiar with this movie. For those who are not familiar with this movie, just stay tuned. We're going to further expand into that. But for those who are familiar with this movie, if you have watched this movie gave out a lot of good drops, a lot of deep gems, right? This movie is a whole documentary of what they're trying to do right now, today's day of July 4th, 2026. All right, so let's break this down. Let's get into it. So, Project Hail Mary, right? And as you can see by the title, we were already coming at this. We were already attacking it, right? What's the name of the title of this video? By long shot, all right? Okay, so what this movie that they have called Project Hail Mary, right? Which you know is really a documentary, right? Which they just came out, right, with. But this movie, Project Hail Mary, right, is an actual project that these oppressors have came up with, right? It's an actual project that is taking place right here, right now, in today's day, right? Project Hail Mary, they put it in a movie. They showed you this movie, right? When they showed you this movie, a lot of us ain't think nothing of it, you know? And when they were showing you this movie, they were telling you what is going on in today's day, right? So, again, a lot of us who have seen this movie, right, Project Hail Mary, a lot of us who have seen this movie, right, it has went completely over our heads without us realizing that them publishing this movie was them giving us a whole description of what's going on in today's day, right? So, with that being what, right? Okay, so with that being what? Okay, so what is Project Hail Mary? And what does Project Hail Mary consist of? And what does Project Hail Mary has anything to do with what's going on in today's day? What does Project Mary has anything to do with us, right? We're finna get to it. So, before we get to, because we must understand we can't skip no parts. We can't go over nothing. We can't jump over nothing because that's not righteous information. If I'm going to give you information, if I'm going to present you information, I must present you information from the base, from the root, from the origin. Feel me? I must not mislead you with cosmic information, as I would not never do that. So before we even get down to the basic parts, to the basic point outs, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it back, because there's a lot of people out there who don't understand, so we can't just automatically go to straight jump to it. Because I can decode just right now in less than a few words. Feel me? We can decode just right now in less than a few words, but we ain't gonna do that because it's a lot of people in here who can't grasp that, right? It's a lot of people in here who can't do that. Peace, peace, peace to everybody joining in. Peace to all the gods and goddesses joining in. Feel me? But we can't just skip over that because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of people who don't know. It's a lot of people who don't know. So, this Project Hail Mary is taking place in today's day of July the 7th, 2026, right? And when they published this movie, when they just released this movie on one of the major platforms yesterday, it went over a lot of our heads, right? Because we didn't think twice of what this movie could have really been subliminally, right? But them dropping this movie was them letting us know what's going on in today's day. Now, Project Hail Mary. What is Project Hail Mary about, right? Okay, well, based off what Wikipedia has to say, Project Hail Mary is a 2021 hard science fiction novel, a novel by American writer Andy. I don't know how to pronounce that, so we're not gonna try to pronounce that because I don't want to mispronounce his last name. So it centers on science, right? It centers on science. Hold on, god damn it, y'all. It centers on science teacher and a former biologist, Ryan Grace, who wakes up aboard spacecraft a spacecraft afflicted with amnesia, right? So a lot of us out there who don't know what amnesia is, what is amnesia? Amnesia is a defect in memory caused by brain damage or brain disease, but it can be temporarily caused by the use of various sedative and hypnotic drugs. The memory can be either wildly or partially lost due to the extent of damage that is caused. Okay? So, right? So now that we know that Project Hail Mary is supposed to be a hard science fiction, why is it supposed to be a hard science fiction? Because anything that is a hard science fiction is everything that's going on cosmology in your skies right now. All right. Okay, so let's start decoding this. Project Hail Mary received generously positive. Hold on, excuse me. Project Hail Mary received generally positive reviews and was a finalist for 2022. Right. In 2022, we also just what else took place in 2022, y'all, that we just talked about? What else took place in 2022? CNN came out with a report, right, talking about how they have discovered a possibility of more than 5,000 other planets outside of ours. You feel me? In 2022. Now, this Project Hail Mary was what? Generally positive reviews, and was a finalist for 2022. Hugo awarded for best novel, right? Okay. Why is that? Because this is actually what's going on right now in today's day. But how are they telling you that, right? The book was an adapted film into the same name, starring Ryan Gosling and Sandra Hüller. Yo, they got some crazy names. I don't want to, you feel me? No, it's not. It's not just read anything, though, y'all. You feel me? Okay. The main story takes place on the Hail Mary spacecraft and is intercut with flashbacks as Grace's memories return. This summaries in chronological order. Right? So, they say the plot for Project Hail Mary is what? So, in the near future, scientists observed the sun dimming at an exponential rate, coinciding with the formation of a dim infrared line from the sun to Venus, dubbed the Petrova line after its first observation. Hold on, y'all, because I ain't finna even let them play with y'all minds like that. Before we even go further into this, I'm not even finna let them play with y'all minds like that. So let me help you guys out here for those of who's just not making sense to it. So what they're saying right here, before they get to trying to throw you off, they're saying in the near future, scientists observed, right, that there was a celestial event going on with the sun at an exponential rate, coinciding with the formation of a dim infrared line from the sun to Venus, right? So they're saying that it was observed that, so they're saying that a dim infrared line from the sun to Venus was observed, right, at an exponential rate. So so this is supposed to be the plot of the Project Hail Mary. Keep that in mind. This is just supposed to be the plot of the Project Hail Mary. Now, let's keep going. as the dimming will cause a catastrophic ice age. Within 30 years, the world's government appoint former European Space Agency Administrator Eva Strat to lead a task force to solve the problems, giving her almost unilateral authority. A space probe is sent to Venus to investigate the makeup of the patrol line, right? So they're telling you what's going on in your skies and in what they call your constellations, right? So the plot. So basically, the plot. So what they're saying is the plot of this Hail Mary project. What they're saying is the plot of Project Hail Mary. They're basically saying that they grabbed one of their scientists out the labs. One of their former scientists, right? Put him on the spacecraft, and it sent him to go investigate this celestial event that was taking place from Venus to the sun, right? Now, keep all this in mind. Keep everything that I just told you, keep everything that I just showed you in mind. Keep all this in mind as we finna break this down, right? As we finna break on what's going on in your constellations, right? Which we know constellations are not constellations if you've been watching the channel. So stay tuned, we finna break all this down, but just keep all this in mind. Keep the Project Hail Mary in mind, right? Now that we just broke down the plot, and then we understand what Project Hail Mary is now. Okay, so understand that they have hidden, okay, understand that what they have lied to you. They have went so far in depth when it came to lying to you about your true structures of your planet, your true cosmic facts. You know what I'm saying? So when they told us that we had constellations, this was nothing more than a lie. There's no such thing as constellations, right? What they tell you are constellations or are zodiacs are actually galaxies and other planets, right? With the 12 zodiacs that they tell you about, right, that they list publicly. So with the 12 galaxies that they list publicly, right, that we know of, which is our 12 zodiacs, it is another 88 constellations. So it's another 88 galaxies that they are not listing to you, right? So in total, okay, so understand that where you live right now, what they tell you is 7 continents that makes up a global Earth. What you live on right now is false. You live on a realm Atlantis, right? And you live on planet Kai within the 9th galaxy, right? And within this 9th galaxy, because I don't want to lose y'all, so we're going to stay right here within this galaxy, right? Which is the Milky Way galaxy, which we know of, right? So you got this Milky Way galaxy, right? Which is a galaxy that we are in currently. So not to lose y'all, because I don't want to lose y'all, so we're going to stay right here in this Milky Way galaxy. So within this Milky Way galaxy, right, it's imperative that we understand how many galaxies is in this alternate universe, because we are also in an alternate universe. What do I mean? Okay, let's go back. Let's take y'all back. We're taking y'all back to the ancient cosmic facts. Let's go back. Okay, so what makes up your reality, right? What makes up your world? Okay. So currently you live in a multiverse, right? And within this multiverse consists of 9 universes with 3 alternates. So 12 universes. So you live in a multiverse that consists of 12 different universes. And in each 12 different universes, it is 999,000 galaxies. And with every 999,000 galaxies that's in each universe, it is 999 planets. And with each 999 planet consists of 9 different planes of existence. You see? So where you sit now, you sit in the alternate of a 9th unit. You sit in the 9th universe alternate. So you are in the ninth universe, located in the ninth galaxy of the ninth universe, right? With that being the Milky Way galaxy, which you would know of as the other planets in this galaxy, right? Which we know now how many planets are in the galaxy, which is 999 to be exact, right? And how many galaxies are in the universe? 999,000. And how many universes are in one multiverse? Or how many universes in this multiverse? 12, but it's 9, but just with 3 alternates, which makes 12 universes, right? Okay, so now understand that this galaxy you sit on, called the Milky Way galaxy, consists of 999 planets, right? You sit on one of those very planets called Planet Kai, right? And Planet Kai consists of 9 realms, right? And where you sit within those 9 realms is the 5th realm that sits in between all realms called Atlantis, right? Okay, so with you sitting on Atlantis, right, on Planet Kai within the Milky Way galaxy, right, you got to understand that it is more than just one planet, or it is more than just the other planets they told us is in our solar system, right? Let's look up something right quick. I'm gonna pull something up for y'all. We're gonna pull this up for y'all. You feel me? We're gonna pull this up for y'all. Because we want to decode their organized lives, right? And what better way to decode their organized lives? What better way to decode their organized lives is to come with organized truths, right? And what makes this even better is you don't even have to organize the truth. The truth is the truth. You know, it's however you take it. You take the truth how you take it, you know? But let me turn this around. So this is what they teach us in their man-made years of school, right? This is what they teach us in their man-made programs, the system of school. This is what it is, right? This is what they told us that it is. You feel me? When this is not it, this is false. This is false imagery. Right? This is not how your galaxy really looks. But to give you a reference, right? Let's go here. Okay. So this Milky Way galaxy that you sit in, right? When they tell you that it consists of how many planets, right? How many planets do they list to you out of this galaxy, right? And how many planets are in a galaxy? It is 999 planets in one galaxy, right? So they tell you that Earth is outside of Earth, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to include the sun, you got 8 planets, right? If you don't, 7, which also is not a coincidence that they tell you there's 7 continents and there's 7 other planets outside of yours. So again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So hold on, y'all. Am I tripping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm like, hold on, y'all. But okay, 8 planets. You have 8 other planets outside of yours, right? Which really is 9, but there's another 99 planets that they're hiding from you, right? Okay, so if it's another 999 planets, or it's another 910 galaxies that they're keeping from you publicly, right? Okay, so through the 12 constellations that they tell us, right? It's another 88 constellations that they are not listening to you, right? Now that we know what constellations are, let's call them by what they really are. So the 12 galaxies that they entitle us to when we land here, when we incarcerate here, when we land here, you know, they entitle us with 12 galaxies, or they entitle us with the energy of 12 galaxies, or, you know, the energy that we land here with, they entitle us that with what they call the constellation. What is a constellation? A constellation is just their map and their way of mapping out our skies, right? But we know there's no such thing as constellations. So When they listed these 12 galaxies to us, right? There were, from those 12 galaxies, there were another 88 galaxies that they were not listening to us. And from those 88 galaxies that they were not listening to us, it's another 910 galaxies that they are not listening to us, and it's another 910 planets that they are not listening to us, right? So to even understand that all this life exists without you, you have to understand how this works amongst your galaxy. CNN just came out in 2022 telling you that it could be possibly more than over 5,000 different planets outside of our solar system, which means outside of our galaxy. In other words, right? So they have been hiding so much light from you, man. They have been hiding so much light from you. There's so many other planets, so many other galaxies they're not telling you about, that they are not listing. And it is for a specific reason, right? Because you have family on each galaxy. You have family in each galaxy. You have family on each planet. You have family on each planet, and you have family in each galaxy. Hear me clear. I'm going to repeat that again. You have family on each planet, and you have family in each galaxy. How many planets are in one galaxy? 999. And how many galaxies are in one universe? 999,000. Get how many universes in this one multiverse? 12. So that's a lot of fucking life that we don't know about. That's a lot of life that we don't know about. That's so much life that we don't know about, right? So when they're just limiting us down to this one landmass or this one realm, right? So keep in mind that although you have that much other life outside of you, keep in mind you only know about one realm. And on top of you only knowing about one realm, you only know about 12 other galaxies. You see how that works? So you only know about 12 galaxies. You only know 12 galaxies. And it is 999,000. And you only know 12. And on top of that, you only know one realm, which is Atlantis. And you didn't even know Atlantis was the realm that you currently sit on. You only know it's one realm. You have 4 realms above you, 4 realms below you. Realms on the side of you. 2 realms on each side of you. Right? It is not our fault that we lack this knowledge, because they have hindered and oppressed us from this. You see? So, to understand how much life is outside of us, we must understand how this galaxy works, right? We must understand how this galaxy works. Now we finna pull it up for y'all. We finna pull it up for y'all. Because I want to show y'all something real quick. Prime example. I want to show y'all a prime example. Right. Alright. I want to give y'all a prime example. Because they don't teach us about ontology in school. They don't teach us about cosmology. They don't teach us about theology. You feel me? They don't teach us about none of this in school. So this is what we here for right now. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so we're finna show y'all these other constellations that they are hiding from y'all, right? These other galaxies that they hiding from y'all, because y'all only know of 12 galaxies. Come on now. And then once you expand further past those 12 galaxies that you know of, and then you go into the other 88 galaxies, right? It is still more galaxies than that. Okay, so let's go down these 88 galaxies that they did not list to us other than those 12 galaxies, right? And out the back, we already seeing the galaxies that they did list to us. Come on now, let's go. You got the Andromedas, Antilles, Apis, Aquarius, Aquila, Era, Aries. Feel me? And I can name all of them, but hold on, I just want to scroll down the list though. Feel me? And then we did a whole video about the what? Celestial herb, right? We did a whole video about the celestial herb, and I talked about where the herb of cannabis comes from. I talked about where the plant of cannabis comes from. Cannabis comes from the Canis Major, right? And I will explain furthermore of the exact planet that it comes from within the Canis Major, but cannabis comes from the Canis Major galaxy. And then you see you got the Canis Minor, but the cannabis plant comes from the Canis Major specifically, right? By the cannabins. Your cannabins were your beings that actually sat down and conjuncted the cannabis plant itself, right? Your cannabins, an actual extraterrestrial race that exists within the Canis Major called your cannabins, who crafted the herb of cannabis, which you know as cannabis, right? But let's keep going. These are all the other galaxies that they did not list out to us, right? Besides the 12 galaxies that they listed out to us, right? Now keep these two galaxies in your mind. Keep that galaxy in your mind. Keep this galaxy in your mind, right? Keep this galaxy in your mind and keep this galaxy in your mind. Okay, let's try to blur it up. Let's keep going, right? And now we can see why they call it Corona, but we're not even gonna say that because they're gonna take the whole channel just for me mentioning that shit. So we ain't even gonna do it. You feel me? But let's stay focused. Right, and half of these names we seeing, they already got them. They just took them. They go to Draco Star System. Who from the Draco Star System? Your Draconian Reptilians. Let's keep going. You feel me? Keep this galaxy in your mind too. Keep that galaxy in your mind as well. A lot of the names that we see, they just took them. Oh, whoa! Isn't that a name to one of the motherfucking Greek mythology gods, right? Wow. Okay, so now we understand where they even getting these names from, because they didn't create nothing. Let's keep going. All these other galaxies, man. All these other galaxies. There goes Orion. And there goes the 13th galaxy that they hid from you outside of the 12 constellations. Right? Because actually, if you want to use astronomy, basic astronomy, a lot of people will tell you, oh, well, yeah, it's 12 constellations, it's 12 zodiacs, but you know, it's really 13 zodiacs because they hide in one of the zodiacs. And this is that 13 zodiac that they're hiding from you. So it's really not, and you see how they play with the numbers 13. Let's keep going, stay focused. All these other galaxies, man. These are galaxies, man. Galaxies. Okay. A specific galaxy that we talking about today, though. Because, y'all, we talking about 3 galaxies today. Excuse me. We talking about 3 galaxies today. So let's see, y'all. They don't even want to take us to the galaxy. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. We will get there. Don't worry. We will get there. Okay. So it tells us a constellation, right? So this is a galaxy, and we see it's by the Pisces, one of the actual galaxies that they taught us about and listed a lot of us to, you know. And this actually is by the galaxy I told you to keep in mind. Now, how do I get this shit to stop blurring? This is actually by the galaxy I told you to keep in mind. So, keep this galaxy in mind, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me try to find it better. I don't know why this is blurred like that. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, that's better. All right, y'all. So I want y'all to keep this in mind, right? Because like I said, we did a whole video talking about this already. So if you first of all, for one, if you have never heard about me talk about constellations or galaxies in general, you have to go back to the other videos. You have to go back to other videos where I made videos strictly talking about these, like strictly just sitting on this one subject. Feel me? I already got hour-long videos about me already talking about the galaxies and in the universe is just that in general, just all right there. So if you haven't heard about me talk about any other galaxies, it's best that you go watch those videos about me talking about them before you sit here and try to watch this one, because it's not gonna make sense. You feel me? Let's stay focused. Okay, now hold on. Because to say all that is to say I'm not gonna far backtrack myself, right? Because I don't want to backtrack myself. So all of these, right? All of these black dots, what they tell us, show us our dots and call stars, are really just planets. What make these planets is they are all one together, one cluster together. That's a galaxy, right? No. What makes it a galaxy is because all of these, right, makes up all of your basic forms of consciousness, basic forms of life, right? So peep how all these little black dots, right, is what they call stars, what they tell us are stars, which are really planets. So these black dots are planets, right? These are planets. So within this galaxy of Cetus, you have planets. There's all through here, right? This is a planet. This is a planet. That's a planet. That's a planet. That's a planet. That's a planet. Right? That red, that's a planet. Now, keep that planet in your mind heavily. Hold that planet right there. Keep the color of that planet in your mind and everything. You see that's a red planet, and they call it IC 1613. Keep that in your mind, and also peep how they play with the numbers. Okay, so this galaxy, we're gonna come to this galaxy too, but I just want y'all to look at this galaxy right quick before we start talking about this, y'all. Because all the galaxies I'm showing you, everything we finna talk about, all comes right back to this. It all comes right back to this. What's going on in today's day, right? It all comes right back to this. Everything I'm talking about, everything I'm showing y'all, it all comes right back to this. So we could take a few turns. It don't matter if we take a few turns. It don't matter if we go off the road a little bit, nigga. We still gonna go straight. We still gonna finish the destination out strong. You feel me? But anyway, these are planets. All of these are planets, right? And they have lied to us about it. And we see them almost every night. And sometimes because they have CGI technology layered in your sky, a lot of the times we can't even see the other galaxies and planets at night. You feel me? But let's go back. Now that we got these galaxies down pat and we understand these galaxies, let's go back to Project Hail Mary, right? Now, again, Project Hail Mary, right, is a blueprint that's taking place in today's time right in front of you, right? And they're telling you, right? They're trying to tell you this, but they're not telling you this how they should. So they're telling you this in a way where it's gonna go over your head and it's gonna be hard for you to perceive it if you don't have an open mind. You feel me? If you don't have an advanced, or if you don't have a strong enough intellect, it'll go right over your head. But this Project Hail Mary, all right, what does it has to do about these constellations? Again, it is what's happening. This Project Hail Mary is based off what's going on in today's day, right? So, and they ain't gonna tell us this, but we talked about the plot, right? What is a plot? In the near future, scientists observed the sun dimming at an exponential rate, coinciding with the formation of a dim infrared line from the sun to Venus, right? From the sun to Venus. We are not going to skip past that in no way, shape, or form. All right. We're not going to skip past that in no way, shape, or form. Okay. Okay. Dug the Petrova line after his first absorber. Okay, hold on. A space probe is sent to Venus to investigate the makeup of the Petrova line. Okay, keep all this in mind, y'all. Keep all this in mind. We're gonna break it down, but keep all this in mind. Okay, Stratz appoints Ryan Grace, a junior high school teacher with a PhD in molecular biology, to study a sample from the Petrova line. He discovers that it is made up of single-cell organisms which consume and release electromagnetic radiation, which he names astrophage or astrophage. I'm trying to pronunciate it right, y'all, but excuse me. And determines that the astrophage, right, breathes by absorbing energy from the sun and carbon dioxide from Venus. Whoa. Now, what do they mean carbon dioxide from Venus, right? They never told us nothing about that, anything like that. Mind you, this is just supposed to be the plot for the movie of the Project Hail Mary. This is just supposed to be a plot, right? So their details is a little bit embedded, if you ask me. Astrophage has also infected in damn nearby stars. However, one star, I really don't know how to pronunciate that, but we'll pronunciate this. But however, one star, SETI, right, and it's saying that it has resisted the infection, right? A starship, let me put y'all where I'm at. A starship, the Hail Mary, is created to travel to SETI to investigate. Okay, now what were we just talking about? What is this based off of, right? Project Hail Mary is based off what's going on in today's time and your galaxies and your constellations, right? So astrophage has also infected in dim nearby stars. However, one star, SETI, has resisted the infection. A starship, the Hail Mary, is created to travel to SETI to investigate using a special engine fueled by astrophage. Meanwhile, terraforming efforts are made on Earth to increase the greenhouse effects, prolonging Earth life, and mass-producing astrophage. They can only breed enough astrophage for one-way trips, so the mission will return to its findings to Earth using unmanned mini ships called Beetles. Grace trains the two scientist experts for the mission, but they are killed in an accident shortly before launch. With no time to train a comparably skilled replacement, Stratz force Grace joins the suicide mission against his will. He is sedated, placed aboard the ship, and administered a temporary amnesia including drug to ensure he does not sabotage the mission out of spite. 4 years of 8 months later, Grace emerges from his coma aboard the Hail Mary. As it approaches SETI, he has no memory of his identity or situation and finds that the rest of his crew has died en route. Over the ensuing weeks, he gradually recovers his memory of the mission. The Hail Mary is approached by an alien starship with Grace named the ship Blip A. Keep that in mind, Blip A. After its default display name on the radar, the starship sends a star map sculpture including it came from 40, hold on, we don't, irradiating, like, I don't want to, like, I don't know, but but this is a planet, y'all, this is a planet though, so keep that in mind that this is a planet, so indicating it came from 40 Irandi. The ship's docks and Grace develops a system to communicate with the eyeless, spider-like, five-legged, rock-like alien whom he names Rocky. A skilled engineer, Rocky has been in the SETI system for 46 Earth years and is the last survivor of his crew. The rest having died radiation sickness as Rocky Planet 40 Irandi AB dub, however the fuck you pronounce that, is also under a threat from Astrophay. Grace and Rocky agreed to cooperate. Let me see. Are unaware relatively and thus Blip A has more than enough Astrophay for both viewers to return to their planet. Grace and Rocky finds to us that he has his own patrol line and hypothesized that is connected to the planet dubbed Adrian is home to an organism that preys on the Astrophay to keeping its population in check. Okay, yeah, so they just really saying that. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit trying to throw you off right here. So, okay. Now, when I'm sitting here telling you that there's other life outside of this one, and there's other planets outside of this one, and there's actually things going on those planets, and there's actually other beings at war, just like you are at war, right? So, meaning that it is beings that are inactive and is getting active, is doing a whole lot of things just like we are here right now. So what are they saying in this Hail Mary project, right? Because it gets to a point, y'all, well, I don't even want to talk no more. Like, it gets to a point, y'all, because y'all gotta, at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand I'm a warrior. Like, before all of this, before I was even teaching all this, I'm a warrior. I don't, you feel me? Like, it's too much talking that I can only do. Before I start, because I know I still feel the emotions as well, y'all. I still feel this too. You feel me? For as far as in what's going on and how they, you know what I'm saying? How they not telling the masses, how they lying to the masses and all that. I still feel that. I still, you know what I'm saying? That plays a part. Like, I feel some type of way about that. So I be ready to do something about that too, y'all. Like, I ain't just, you feel me? I ain't just on here just talking, and this is just happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's not like that. You feel me? Like, I drop tears about this, like, almost every night. You feel me? Like, this is real, like. But anyways, what's going on in this project, Hail Mary? Like I told you, this project, Hail Mary, is taking place right in front of us in today's day, and we have no idea, right? What is Project Hail Mary? What are they telling us? Basically, long story short, cut the long story short, they are telling us, like, okay, well, let's go back to it. 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 Now, in this project, Hail Mary, they supposed to be saving the sun, right? But it don't go like that. It's not going like that. So rather them just telling you like, oh yeah, well in this specific project, it has something to do with us. It has something to do with us tampering with your solar system, right? Rather than them just saying that, they're gonna say, rather than them just telling you that, they're gonna tell you like this. They're gonna say, hold on. Instead of them telling you like that, instead of them telling you like that, they're gonna say, in the near future, scientists observed the sun dimming at an exponential rate, coinciding with the formation of a dim infrared line from the sun to Venus. And then what else they say? As the dimming will cause a catastrophic ice age within 30 years, the government disappointed from the European Sciences Agency administration Eva Strat lead a task force to solve the problem, right? To solve the problem. What problem are they trying to solve within this project of Hail Mary? What is the problem within this project of Hail Mary, right? Okay. Eva Strat to lead a task force to solve the problem, giving her almost unilateral authority, right? Unilateral authority. A space probe is sent to Venus to investigate the makeup of the patrol line, right? Okay, so a space probe is sent to Venus. So, again, what is going on within this project of Hail Mary? You have a space probe that is being sent to Venus to investigate the makeup of the Petrova line. What is the Petrova line? Right? A Petrova line. Let's go look what the Petrova line is. Let me see where they got it at. Let me see. Where's the Petrova line? Okay, y'all, so they hiding it because they told us in here. They told us in here somewhere, right? But the Petrova line that they're trying to go investigate on Venus, right, is actually, let me show y'all. You gotta pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. Hold on, because I think we already pulled it up earlier. Let me see. I think we already pulled it up earlier. Dang, y'all, I know I had certain slides already up for y'all. Like, it's like they tampering with the computer. Like, I know I had certain slides already up for y'all. You feel me? It's weird, but it's cool. It's not like, see, our memory span ain't short right here. Our neural cortex is strengthened right here. So I'm gonna just type it right back in. Let me see. All right, now let me show you what's actually going on. Real life. Let's skip the basic talk. For real, y'all. Like, for real. Ain't gonna lie, like I said, it get to a point with me where it's talking, it get to me. Aliens to this country, definitely, we are some aliens to this planet, man. We are extraterrestrials, but because we live in here now, that makes us terrestrial to this planet. Oh my gosh, now that's facts. That's facts. There are definitely more galaxies than there are grains of sand on the Earth. Definitely. Prove we are in a multiverse. Prove we in a multiverse. I got you. By the fact, stick here to the end of the live. Stay focused. Hold on. Let me turn these back off. Stay focused. Okay, skip all the bullshit. Okay, so Project Hail Mary. What is Project Hail Mary? What is going on in Project Hail Mary? Project Hail Mary is a celestial event that is taking place right within your atmosphere. The reason you can't see the celestial event with your two retinas is because you have 5 layers of CGI technology in your skies that is stopping you from seeing this, right? It is a celestial event with a certain race of extraterrestrial beings who are in this atmosphere, who are trying to get in this atmosphere to land on the planet. This is what they're not telling you. We even gonna get into the beings that's landing here. We even gonna get into the extraterrestrial beings that they trying to hide, that they trying to misdirect and misguide us from knowing. Do you see? It's a whole extraterrestrial race that's finna land here, y'all. And this project of Hail Mary, that's what this whole project of Hail Mary is about. This extraterrestrial race that is working its way into our atmosphere to land on the planet. Because these motherfuckers got them fucked up as well. You see, the extraterrestrial race that is trying to get in our atmosphere of Atlantis, this race comes from another planet that is right within our galaxy. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Now, on this channel right here, we are not politically correct. So if you want me to be politically correct, you can get the fuck out of this live right now, right? But for the bitch ass oppressors and the bitch ass elites who are in here, now I want to focus y'all. Now I want to troll. So now I am going to be politically correct for a split second, right? So if you did want to use it in their terms, you have an extraterrestrial race that is trying to get inside of this atmosphere of this planet. I'm just a messenger. Like, I'm just here to inform y'all. I can't stress that no more. I'm just here to inform you. I'm just here to inform you. I'm just here to inform you. Now, this Project Hail Mary is about these extraterrestrial races that are trying to land in your atmosphere from planets that are right within your same galaxy, right? Right within what they right within what they will call your solar system. So it is a planet right within your solar system. What they call your solar system is a planet right within it, right? That they have told us about, right? But they also told us about it in a way where we didn't take it serious. So we don't think it's a real planet. And for those of us who do think it's a real planet, we don't think nothing of it, right? But they've all told us about this planet called Venus, right? And we used to all joke about it, right? We used to all talk about it, you know what I'm saying, all throughout school, you know. I know my upcoming, we made jokes about it for sure. Didn't take it serious, you know, went right over our heads, right? But this planet Venus, actually, real planet, you know. And this planet Venus exists right within your solar system, what they call your solar system, which we know there's the solar system. Like, we know what the solar system is. If you've been in this channel, you know what the solar system is, right? And we know that it is not a solar system. We know it actually is. But anyway, the planet Venus that they have been telling you about almost your whole life is actually a real planet, and there's actually real beings that exist there, just like there's beings that exist here, just like you and I. It's beings that exist on Venus. And this is what they don't tell us, right? And rather than telling us this, they'd rather tell us, oh, it's not even possible for life to even be on Venus. Rather than just being like, oh, it's life on Venus that we don't know about. So rather than being like, oh, it's life on Venus that we don't know about, they'd rather sit and say, it's not even possible for life to even be on Venus. Hey, we know it's life on Venus, but we don't know the life on Venus. So we're going to tell you that it's just not even possible to have life on Venus. But the whole time, I know it's life on Venus. I just don't know what type of life it is. Like, I know it's life. I know these are beings, but I don't know how to communicate with these beings. I don't know these beings. I don't know what these beings own. And I don't know what these beings own with me. You feel me? A lot of y'all take this as a game, but this is not a game, right? As soon as I get off this live right here, I'm going right back to the ancestors. That's what you don't understand. As soon as I get off this live right here, I go right back to the astros. I go right back to the cosmos. I go right back to the pure darkness and what you keep seeing every time this laptop cut off. You see? But understand that you have family everywhere. You have family everywhere. You have family on each planet in every galaxy. This is what they're not telling you. And you have family trying to get here, right now. In today's day. You got family that's saying, fuck the wait. Hear me clear. Hear me clear, America. You have family on every planet in every galaxy. And these families that you have on every planet in every galaxy outside of this one are trying to get in right now. They're saying, fuck the wait. They're saying fuck the appearance. They're saying, and what do I mean by they're saying fuck the appearance? They're saying fuck you seeing them and losing your fucking mind. Fuck that. They gotta show up. And they're trying to show up right now in today's day. This is what they're not telling you, America. This is what they're not telling you. This is global news right here that I'm preaching. This is supposed to be global. But it's not. Why is it not global? Because they cannot have you figuring out that the species that's trying to land here is your fucking family. And they're not gonna come as the Anunnaki gods. No. Because your Anunnaki gods, we gonna come. Like, we already here, but the race is landing here now is not your Anunnaki gods. It's a whole different race. This is what they're scared of. This is Project Hail Mary. Long shot. They're long shot. It is by long shot that they come across this race. It is by long shot that they come across this species. It is by long shot that they understand the species. It is by long shot that they have a clue. Project Hail Mary. Right? Now, your Venuvians. Who are your Venuvians? You have life everywhere. We just talked about it. Like, we just talked about it. We're not even finna backtrack ourselves like that because we just talked about it. We just got into that, and this is not even allowed for that. So the fact that we just still got into that is not even allowed for that. We already going out. We already making turns that we ain't need to be making. You feel what I'm saying? So you got family everywhere, man. You got to understand it. You don't just have family here on this landmass of Atlantis. You don't just have family here on what they call Tayu's Earth. No, you got family everywhere. You got family from what I told you, each planet, each galaxy. Family. And they all don't appear as Anunnaki gods. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's go back to this plot. Let's go back to the plot. All right? Let's go back to the plot. Because I want you to see what the Petrova line is. Right? What is the Petrova line? They say a Petrova line, right? After its first absorber, Petrova. Hold on. Yeah, fuck that. Let's try to go to an actual print of what they say the Petrova line is. Feel me? Because they ain't gonna tell us directly, but they'll tell us in between the lines, though. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna look it up then. Since they want to be like that, since they want to make it hard for us, we're gonna make it more easier for our people then. Fuck you mean? Okay, so what is a Petrova line? Okay, search the Petrova line, right? So basically what they're saying is this Petrova line is an infrared line from the sun to Venus, right? This is how it looks in the movie. When you go actually watch the movie, they show you this in the movie, right? This is not real life. They show you this in the movie. But I'm trying to give you a reference of what they're trying to say this Petrova line is. Look at it. This is what they show you in the movie. Look at it. What color? Look at the colors. Keep all this in mind. Look at that. Look at that. Right? This is what they say the Petrova line is. What is Petrova line? Okay, bet. So, Petrova line, it is a line of infrared light from the sun to Venus caused by astrophage, a microorganism that dims stars. Okay, so that's what they say the Petrova line is, right? So, if that's what the Petrova line is, and this Petrova line going from the sun to Venus, right? And this is all taking place within the Project of Hail Mary, right? Okay, so now, if we're gonna pull up a Petrova line in real life, okay, so you got this guy on YouTube, right? You got this guy on YouTube named XXX Vine, and he's telling you that it is a race of beings that are trying to get in your planet, they are trying to land on your planet right now, right? It's a race of beings that are trying to land on your planet right now. And these beings are not enemies of you. They're 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 equals of you. They're partners of you, right? And these beings are coming directly from another planet right within your what they call a solar system, which is the planet of Venus, which is what they're telling you. Right now, what does this have to do with the sun and the Petrovaline? Okay, well, what they're telling you is a Petrovaline. It's not actually a line full of astrophage that is going from the sun to Venus. That is not true. This is where they're lying to you in the movie. The Petrovaline is actually going from Venus to Planet Kai. What is Planet Kai? Planet Kai is where we at right now, which consists of 9 realms, right? So it is a Petrovaline going from Venus to Planet Kai, actually. And this what they say is this Petrovaline. What they say is made up of astrophage, right? What is astrophage? What is astrophage? Let's go and see what astrophage is, right? They say astrophage is a single cell organism. Hold on. And it consumes and releases electromagnetic radiation. That's an astrophage, a single cell organism that consumes and releases electromagnetic radiation, right? Keep in mind how they also, you see how they playing with it? Okay, so single cell organisms. We are not single cell organisms. If you have carbon, neuromelanin in your pigmentation, you are not a single cell organism. You are a 9 series of genetic linked organism, which makes you a 9 ether being. You are not a single cell organism. But if you possess pheomelanin and you have the genetics of DEA and you have a 6 series genetics of DEA, which makes you a 6 ether being, you are a single cell organism. In fact, this is science, cosmic science, right? So your single cell organisms are your beings with DEA. Oh, I'm tripping. Your single cell organisms are your beings with DNA. DNA are your beings that are single cell organisms. Why are they single cell organisms? Because they only have 6 series of genetics, which is a 6 ether being. They have DNA, right? So they don't have electromagnetic frequency. They don't have an electromagnetic field. They can't receive electromagnetic radiation. This is where they're scared. This is why they're telling you in this project of Hail Mary, they don't know what the fuck going on. They don't know what this race is trying to do. They don't know what this race trying to land in here is trying to do. And they only gonna know if I tell y'all, right? Because they don't know shit. This is another thing that they're telling you in Project Hail Mary. They're taking a long shot with their intellect because they don't have any intellect. So they're taking a long shot. Hail Mary. What is Hail Mary? Go long. They're taking a long shot. It's their last hope. Project Hail Mary. They don't have a clue of what's going on with these beings and why these beings are even trying to get in this atmosphere. They don't know why. All they know is that these Venusians from Venus are trying to get in this fucking atmosphere. Now, your Venusians. Let me expound a little more upon your Venusians. Who are your Venusians? Your Venusians is an advanced extraterrestrial race from the planet called Venus. What they tell you is the planet called Venus. It's an actual extraterrestrial race that exists there called the Venusians, and the Venusians are red. They appear as red beings, and these red beings have skinny necks. They have very skinny necks, right? And they have long heads. They don't have cone heads, but they have long heads, like when you think of a regular alien, they have the regular alien head, but with a skinny neck, super tall, right? Long arms, big hands, and they're super red, like super red, like they're red. You can't even try to explain their red because their type of red doesn't exist on this, in its density, in its atmosphere. You feel me? But they are super like past this type of red. Like they're super red, violet red, bright red beings, the Venusians, and they are all male race warriors. So your Venusians is an all male race warriors. So there is no feminine energy with your Venusians. Your Venusians are strictly masculine energy, and they are warriors, and they are and they appear as full red. They pure red. You might not even be able to see their features because of how red they are. You feel me? And they big. They big. They stand on an average of 8 to 9, 7 feet tall. They stand on an average from 8 to 7 feet tall, on average. And they're red, super red, skinny necks, big heads, long limbs, skinny limbs. You feel me? And they're good beings. They're good beings. Shout out to the Venuvians. They're trying to land here now. They're actually working their way in this atmosphere now. In today's day, as we speak. This is Project Hail Mary. Right? This is the Petrova line. Right? This is what's going on. Outside of this is what's going on in your skies. This is what's going on in your galaxies. Right? Now, your Venuvians are not the only race landing here. Your Venuvians are coming from Venus. Right? Like I said, your Venuvians is an all-male race warriors of extraterrestrial beings. Real race. Right? And they actually exist on Venus. This is facts. Real facts, I'm telling you. And they're coming from Venus to Earth to help us in this war. Right? And because our sun, our second sun is here, they're also coming here to amplify. It's a win-win. It's so over with for these folks, man. It's so over with for these folks. You have no idea. You have no idea. It's so over with for these folks. You have no idea. Right? Now, they don't understand what's going on with these beings. They don't understand why these beings want to land here. They don't understand how they're landing here. They don't understand how they got here. They don't even understand these beings at all. All they know is that they want to be here right now, and that they're trying to get here right now, and that it's happening already, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. All right. Your planet, your realm, your galaxy is on lockdown. This ninth galaxy in this ninth universe is on lockdown. Why is that? Because you have a race of extraterrestrial beings here on this very planet that is wanted throughout this whole multiverse by advanced councils of supreme beings. Right? And your race that is here, that is this grand evil, your race that is this grand evil that is here, that's running your world, they're wanted throughout this whole multiverse. So your galaxy and your planet is actually on lockdown. Nothing coming in, nothing going out. This is the ancestors, right? So this is why you have these human beings scared, because they know they can't try to leave, and they know they can't just stay here, right? So it's kind of like they're in between a rock and a hard place. But also, you have your ancestors that is making sure of who comes in and who goes out of this galaxy and this planet. You got them that are allowing people from, you got them that are allowing other beings, a part of us, a part of this high vibrational movement from other planets within our galaxy to come here and help us. Your ancestors are allowing them to do this. So this is why now you have a whole extraterrestrial race making its way into your planet right here, right now in today's time. And they're not telling you this. And they're actually hiding this process and this whole project under Project Hail Mary. Right? And they showed you this. Now, what is the Petrova line? Right? Again, what is the Petrova line? What is these Venuvians doing with this Petrova line? Right? Let's look it up. And this is all new that I'm finna show you. All these images that I'm finna show you right now are new images. Oh, shit. These are new images that I'm finna show y'all. Hold on. And we're gonna show y'all two different images, but they're the same images, right? We're gonna show y'all what they really got going on. Now, patrol line, real life patrol line, nigga. We ain't talking about no fucking movie, right? Because let's go here. What they show us is the patrol line in the movie, right? Because they gave us the movie version of how I looked in the movie. You see, this is how I looked in the movie. You see, that's how I looked in the movie, right? So we know it didn't even look like this, or it don't originally look like none of this, right? But they say it's an infrared line from the moon to the sun. But I just told y'all what it really was. I just told y'all what the patrol really was and what they're saying it really is. It's not going from the moon to the sun. I mean, it's not going from the sun to the earth, or it's not going from Venus to the sun. It is going from Venus to this planet Kai. It is not going from the sun to Venus. The patrol line, what they're trying to say is the patrol line that is going from the sun to Venus. It is not going from the sun to Venus. The patrol line is actually these Venusians, which is why the patrol line is even red, infrared, because it is these Venusians that are making their way into this atmosphere, right? And instead of them showing you how that really looks, they're gonna show you this inside of a movie, right? But they're still telling you and they're still showing you. But let's look at the real, what's really going on, all right? So these Venusians, like I said, are trying to get in your atmosphere, and they're trying to land on your very planet, right? Okay, so what they say, rear spotlighting caught on camera by astronauts from ISS. So this is what they saying is an astronaut footage from space, nigga, from the atmosphere, nigga. And so this is what Hail Mary is based off of, and they're not gonna tell you, but we decoding it right here for y'all, and I know they're super pissed, nigga. So this is the real patrol line, right? This is the real patrol line, not what they just showed you in the movie, right? Not this. This ain't no real patrol line. This ain't no real patrol line. That ain't no real patrol line. You feel me? Oh, excuse me, y'all. That is a real patrol line. But these, we know, none of these ain't no real patrol lines. You feel me? None of these ain't real patrol lines. But one that is real, the ones that is real, right? Your Venusians, right? Your Venusians making their way into this atmosphere, right? Okay, now, hold on. Let me get a good picture for y'all, because I want to show y'all how serious this is getting, right? Because we got this advanced cosmic technology that you have no type of understanding about, because they have lied to you on all levels. So your Venusians are making their way into this planet right here, right now, today's time, and they're not telling you this shit. Hold on, I'm trying to find that one that I just had. Okay. So the Venusians got this advanced technology, you know what I'm saying, because they are still in tech with their advanced technology. They can use their advanced technologies to interact with this realm, with this planet. And that is exactly what they are doing, and they're not telling you that they are doing that. So these Venusians are using advanced technology to send encrypted messages to this planet to let us know, to prepare us that they're landing here. So this is what's going on. This is all your Venusians. This has something to do with your Venusians, right? And this is actually real images. These are real things. Giant red sprite appears in Puerto Rico skies. These are real images. You feel me? This is your Venusian work. This is your Venusians. You feel me? Your Venusians. Real race, real cosmic force, real beings that exist. And they are here, and they are coming here. And they are coming with other beings than just them. Alright? Now that we understood what the parole, or what they try to say that infrared line is, Now, which we understand, right? So, you know, they're trying to figure out. They're trying to get in contact with with half of your Venuvians because they don't know how to get in contact with your Venuvians. They don't even know that your Venuvians are Venuvians, right? So your Venuvians, right, they're trying to get in contact with them. They're trying to figure out what's their intentions. So they're trying to do this without having them here. So what are they doing? They're trying to go out there. They're trying to go to the Venuvians instead of the Venuvians coming here. Since we in the same what they want to call atmosphere, since we in the same solar system, this will be possible though. So they're trying to go there before they can even come here. But it's too late because they're already on top of this. They're already here. Like, feel me? This is where they say a starship, the Hail Mary, was created to travel to Seti to investigate using a special engine fuel astrophyte, while meanwhile terraforming efforts, you feel me, are made on Earth to increase the greenhouse effect, prolong its Earth life. But we're not finna even get into all that bullshit. But this is why they're telling you though they have made a ship called the Hail Mary. This is the Hail Mary project, the long shot, right? Because this is their last hope. They're saying, fuck it, what do we got to lose? We're going all in it. So they're taking everything and then they're going all in. This is the last shot. This is the last hope. This is the Project Hail Mary, right? So they're trying to get in contact with this race to see what this race's intentions is, to see what this race is even trying to land here for and all of this. But this race is only landing. This race is only here right now in the atmosphere right now, to, like I said, to send encrypted messages to get us ready to prepare the energy, and also here to check the density. It's also here to check the density so it can have these other ships arrive here as well. Like I said, the Venuvians are not your only race coming here, right? And this is what the Project Hail Mary is really about, because they're so confused. They don't have a clue of what's going on right now. They don't have a clue of what's going on. So, let's go back to it, because they tell you, right? They tell you that 4 years and 8 months later, Grace emerges from his coma aboard the Hail Mary as it approaches Seti. He has no memory of his identity or situation. He finds that the rest of his crew has died en route, right? He gradually recovers his memory of the mission. The Hail Mary is approached by an alien starship, which Grace names the Blimp A. The Blip A, after its default display name on the radar. The starship sends a star map sculpture indicating it came from 40 Eridani. You feel me? So what they're telling you is that they have ran into other lives that are trying to land here, and they're trying to get in contact with it, but they don't know how to, right? And they don't know if they even should. You feel me? Because they don't know what these races are coming here to do, and they don't know what they are. So this is what they tell you, that as he approaches Seti, right? And what is this? So what is this, right? This is actually a planet, right? This is actually a planet. This right here is a planet. So Toa Seti, right? Or Tuo Seti is a planet, right? And as he approaches this planet, right? As he approaches this planet, he has no memory of his identity or situation, and he finds that the rest of his crew members has died en route. You feel me? And as he approached this planet, it is also as he approached this planet, he is also approached by an alien starship. Right? So after he approached this planet in his Hail Mary starship, he was also approached by another starship, right? Which comes from another planet nearby of this planet, right? Now, because these are different from your Venuvians, right? So this is where they throw you off at. Okay, so again, I told y'all, when I showed y'all these constellations, I said, Keep certain ones of these constellations here. Keep certain constellations that I showed y'all in y'all mind. Keep certain constellations that I told y'all to keep in y'all head, right? Like, it was 2 galaxies that I told y'all to keep in mind. I told y'all to keep. Now that we just broke down the Venusians and their mission, right? Which is this infrared line that they're trying to say and shit. Let's break down this other shit. All right. It was 2 galaxies that I told y'all to keep in mind when we were rolling through them, which was this one, right? Which was this galaxy right here, Cetus, and this one, Centaurus, right? And it was one more. This one, right? Now that we know that these are actually real life galaxies, right? As we can see, the basic galaxies that they told us about, right? So that further lets us know that any other ones are actually galaxies just like these. You feel me? So now that we know that all these are real galaxies, keep these galaxies that I'm showing you in mind right here. This one. Hold on. Keep these galaxies in mind. This one. This one. And this one. They're letting you know how many races are landing here, and they're letting you know where they're coming from with this project for Hail Mary. But this is also what they're trying to figure out as well. They're trying to figure this out as they're trying to tell you. They're trying to figure out a way to tell you and figure out what's going on at the same time. But they can't do that because they're also running out of time. You see? So now let's go back here. So now that we know that this is a planet, where is this planet located? Okay, so now that we know that this is a planet where he was supposed to be going to check out this Petrova line, right? To check out this infrared line that they say is a problem amongst the other stars, right? Which is why we know it's a problem, because these are a male race of extraterrestrial beings that are warriors that are here to help us. So that's why they say it's a problem. But this planet here that he's supposed to be going to check out these beings, to meet up with these beings, to try to communicate with them and all that, this planet he was supposed to be going to, called Tuol Ceti, right, is actually a real planet, right? And where does this planet exist? Okay, so if he left Earth to go here, that means Earth is not too far from here, right? But where is here? Okay, well, here, Tuol Ceti is actually a planet within the Cetus galaxy, right? So the Cetus galaxy, what is the Cetus galaxy? How does the Cetus galaxy look? Okay, let's go to the Cetus galaxy. Ooh, boy, don't they do it? Don't they do it? Yes, they do. Don't they do it? Yes, they do. Don't they do it? Yes, they do. Let's get back. Let's go back, because I wanted to prove to y'all, like, we breaking this shit down. I can't help but to prove this to y'all. Like, I hope y'all see this shit. If you don't see this, you just too sleep. You too sleep if you can't see this, what I'm showing you. Okay, so we are in the list of stars and Cetus, or now we know what stars are, other planets. So we are the list of planets in Cetus galaxy. Okay, so these are the planets right here within Cetus galaxy, right? Real galaxy, right? Okay, so here go T-Set, right? What is T-Set? T-Set looks very familiar to the abbreviation or tool set or this right here, of where he had to go to check out this infrared, right? So this is where they sent him to go check out the infrared, which we now know what that is, or what all that was based off, right? So this is where he was supposed to be going. Now, who is he? He is Ryland Grace, a junior high school teacher with a PhD in molecular biology, to study a simple sample from the Petrova line. He discovers that it is made up of a single-cell organism which consumes and releases electromagnetic radiation, which he names astrophage, and determines the astrophage breathes by absorbing energy from the sun and carbon dioxide from Venus. So what is that? So now what is the patrol line doing? What are they saying right there? They're saying that this right here is actually helping our atmosphere. This is actually amplifying our atmosphere. This is helping us, right? This is giving us life force. This is giving us carbon dioxide, right? Which we know is what we're supposed to be originally breathing, helium. This is taking us back to our original nature. This is helping us, right? The Venusians are coming in to help us. The Venusians are coming to restore the natural ways of this planet. They're coming here to help us restore the natural structures of this planet. All right. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. Right. Let's go back to that constellation. Over here with it. Y'all stay with me. I know we kind of moving fast. Stay with me. Damn, G, where the constellations at? Folks, we was just looking at it. Okay. Anyway, I told y'all it was a certain galaxy to keep in mind, right? I said keep the Cetus galaxy in mind, right? Now, where is the Cetus galaxy located by? This is located by the Pisces galaxy. Whoa. Then that's located right by the Aries galaxy. Whoa. And that's the other galaxy I told y'all to keep in mind as well. Okay, so now it's all starting to make sense. Now, what planet was he sent to go check out this infrared? He was sent here. He was sent to this planet right here, right? Now that we know that all these are planets, right? These are just major planets, right? But all of these little dots are planets. But just the big ones are major planets, right? But anyway, he was sent here to this major planet, right? Which is the name of, this major planet right here is named Toa Ceti, or Toa Ceti, or Toa Ceti, right? Now, what does they say? Toa Ceti is a single star in the constellation Cetus. It is named, a bear design that Latinized from, okay, no, we're not finna read none of that shit. This star is similar to the sun, although it is about 78% of the sun mass at a distance of just under 12 light years, right? Okay. Okay, so hold on. So if y'all read this, as I was just reading it, pause the video to read it because I was just reading this shit in my head. Pause the video if you need to read that. But I want y'all to read this though. You feel me? And then on top of that, let's go here. Let's go back to here. Okay. All right. So now that we know that he was sent to this planet, right? And if he was sent to this planet from Earth, then we know Earth is somewhere over here, right? We know Earth is somewhere over here, right? Let's come out of this. Okay, let's go back. Because now that we know where he was sent and which galaxy he was sent to, right? The Cetus galaxy. And he was sent to this planet within the Cetus galaxy. And now that we know this Cetus galaxy is actually a real galaxy that exists in our skies. Okay, now we starting to understand this project Hail Mary a little bit more, right? Okay, so let's go back to it. Hold on. Okay. Now, what they say, astrophage has also infected and dimmed nearby or nearby stars. However, one star, which is one planet, Tuol Ceti, or say however you pronunciate this, has resisted the affection. A starship, okay, no. Astrophage has also infected and dimmed nearby stars. However, the one star or the one planet, Seti, has resisted the infection. Why is this? Why is this the only planet that has resisted the infection? Because this is the planet that is also coming with the Venusians. So they resisted the infection because they are with the Venusians in this enhancement to our planet. And what they are trying to say is an infection, which is this astrophage dimming the sun, dimming the nearby stars, is really not. It is for them because it is taking out. It is replacing our natural elements, right? They're helping restore our natural elements, and our natural elements is a suffer to the beings who don't possess the genetics we do. So our natural elements is a problem to them. So when they're telling you stuff like astrophage has also infected and damned nearby stars, however, one star has resisted the infection, this is them telling you that this planet right here has made an alliance with the Venusians and Venus to further help the planet of and to further help the beings of planet Kai, right? This is why they didn't receive the infection, right? What is the infection? They're trying to say the infection is the Petrova line. What is the Petrova line? The Petrova line is the infrared line that they say is going from Venus to the sun, right? Which we just decoded all of that. So now we know. Now we know, right? Now we know that the Venusians is actually using this Petrova line to further enhance and restore the natural elements of our planet so they can further help our ancestors land here in this atmosphere. It's like they checking the atmosphere for our ancestors. You feel me? It's like they peeping shit for our ancestors. You know, and if they land here before our ancestors, it'll still go up. Because you gotta understand, these Venusians are not like the Anunnakis or the Anunnakis. These Venusians are strict, pure. Like I said, these Venusians they don't have no feminine. They don't have feminine energy within them. Us Anunnakis, we have feminine energy bounded with to us. These Venusians, they don't have feminine energy bounded with to them. They are a pure masculine energy of warriors. So they ain't landing here to war too. They ain't landing here to play neither. So you feel me? So look what they're telling you right here. Grace and Rocky use selective breeding to produce Tuomoba that can survive the atmosphere of both Venus and the planet where astrophage breeds around 40. Keep in mind, this is a planet too, right? Right. And this planet right here, I told y'all to keep this planet. Well, the galaxy I told y'all to keep in mind. One of the galaxies I told y'all to keep in mind. This planet is located right within those galaxies. Now that we know that these real galaxies actually exist and take place, let's go look into them, right? So now that we know that he was sent here, right? He was sent here, but they're saying he ended up here. The beings that he ran into was from here, right? Now, what galaxy is this? What galaxy is this planet in? This is in this galaxy, right? Where is this galaxy by? This is by the Cetus galaxy. This is right here. So this is almost by where he was sent, right? They go to Taurus galaxy. They go to Orion, right? They go to Columba, right? You feel me? So this whole galaxy right here, right? This galaxy, they try to say, or they're saying that this planet right here is in this galaxy, and this is the planet. So this planet right here, right? So this planet right here, right? What about that planet right there? Okay, now that planet right there. 4 years, 8 months later, Grace emerges from his coma. Grace emerges from his coma aboard the Hail Mary as it approaches that planet. He has no memory of his identity or situation. He finds the rest of his crew has died en route. Over the ensuing weeks, he gradually recovers his memory of the mission. The Hail Mary is approached by an alien starship, which Grace names the Blimp A. After its default display name on the radar, the starship sends a star map sculpture indicating it came from. Where is this? Now we know that this is a planet. But okay, so the beings that rolled up on him in the ship and gave him the star map, they came from this planet right here in this galaxy. Right? Okay. Now, what do they say is that, what galaxy is this Earth? I mean, what galaxy element do they say this manifests in on the physical, right? So they say the Taurus is a part of the Earth element, right? Well, if Taurus is a part of the Earth element, yo, Wikipedia, leave me the fuck alone, bro. The fuck is this? Okay. Damn it, they throwing me all the way the fuck off. Alright. So, now that we know. Okay, so if this is an Earth element, right? Or if Taurus is an Earth element, if Taurus is based in Earth element, right? That means in this being that came from this planet is right near the Taurus galaxy, right? Right near the Orion galaxy as well. Now, what is this being description? What is this being description that came from this planet right here in this galaxy? What being was this? What is this being describe himself as? Okay. And Iridians. This is a real race. So this is a race that made an alliance with the Venuvians to come here and help your planet and help you, right? So this race and the Venuvians are coming here to help you and your planet. And there's one more race. There's one more race. So we're decoding it for y'all. So you got the Iridians and your Venuvians, right? It's coming to your atmosphere, and your Iridians come from your Iridianus galaxy, right? Your Iridians come from your Eridani galaxy. You feel me? And your Venuvians come from Venus. Alright? Now, however, they still hasn't really let us know about this, right? So what about here? What about here? Because now we know that your Venuvians are trying to land on your planet, on your realm, and now that we know that you have a whole other race that you never even heard of from a galaxy that you never even heard of is trying to land here on your planet as well. You feel me? What does that leave this? And mind you, the beings that's trying to land on your planet, one of the beings, the Iridians, they're coming from this galaxy right here. Then it says, okay, so look, that means, okay, and this where he was supposed to be going to check out the infrareds. So if the infrared Petrova line was going from Venus to the sun, right? And he was going, and that's where he was sent, right? What did they say he was going? What did they say they sent him? You feel me? What did they say they sent him? Are they fucking serious, bro? Alright. 4 years and 8 months later, Grace emerges from his coma aboard the Hail Mary as it approaches, right? Astrophage has also infected and damaged nearby stars. However, the one star, Toa Ceti, has resisted the infection. A starship, the Hail Mary, is created to travel to Toa Ceti to investigate using special interfield by Astrophage. I'm tripping. But you see what they say though, y'all. You see what they say. The Hail Mary ship was created to travel to this planet right here. Where's this planet right here located? But that planet right there is located in the Cetus galaxy, right? The T of the Cetus galaxy, right? But now let's go back. Because if he was going here to investigate, that means that he was going here, right? And if he ran into a being, or if he ran into the Iridians from here, right? Because what did they say when he was approaching here, right? What did they say? They said, what did they say as he was approaching? 4 years later, 4 years and 8 months later, Grace emerges from his coma aboard the Hail Mary. As it approaches, he has no memory of his identity or situations. You feel me? So, he finds that the rest of his crew has died en route. Over there in short week, he gradually recovers his memory on the mission. The Hail Mary ship is then approached by an alien starship, which Grace names the Blip 8 after its display name on the radar. The starship sends a star map sculpture indicating it came from where? 40, Eridanian. How do you pronounce it? And where is that? Where is that located? That's located in this galaxy, right next to the Cetus galaxy, where he was supposed to be going. So this is where the being was. So if he was rolling here, that means he was coming across, right? That means he was coming across, right? As he was approaching, as he was supposed to be approaching Cetus, right? Cetus T. And what is Cetus T? Cetus T is what? What planet is Cetus T? So this is where he was supposed to be going. And if he was going here, right? If he was going here, as he was going here and as he was approaching here, he was approached by beings before he even got there. Keep that in mind. He was approached by beings before he even got there. He was approached by one of the Iranians before he even got there, right? And where did the beings that approached him before he even got there came from? They came from over here in this galaxy, right here, which means he had to been making his way either this way, or this way. He couldn't be coming from this way. He had to be coming from this way, which means Earth will be located, or what you know as Earth will be located somewhere nearby over here, right? Okay, now let's go back. One more. Let's go back. I want to go back. Let's go back for y'all. Quick. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, come on, Wikipedia. Like, what the fuck, bro? Now. Oh, shit. Now, he was approached by a being from this planet right here. And he was making his way to this galaxy to go to that planet right there. We can't see it, but, you know. Right? So that means somewhere up in here, is where it all happened, right? Where that meetup had happened, where that alliance had took place. You feel me? Then from there, they came back to Earth as two to help further, to help these people who are the original people here now. So, but it done turned daytime on a nigga, y'all. It done turned daytime on a nigga. I'm as real as it gonna get, but I'll sit right here and talk to y'all for as long as I can just to get y'all this drop, but you feel me? You feel me? Facts, Salty C Birdie, facts. That's definitely facts, bro. And that's what I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, it is. The patrol line is an energy that's already here. It's the Venuvians. That's what I'm telling you. You feel me? And the Venuvians are not by themselves. They're with other races, as I just showed you. They're Iridians. So your Venuvians are with your Iridians. They come from a whole nother galaxy that you never heard of because they have hid it from you. And they are coming here. Why are they coming here? Because it is end time. Your human beings, your Caucasians, the ones who are running the world, they had 500 man-made years after their great invasion to sit in the places that they sat in, and their 500 man-made years are up. Is up. Because their years are up, we have to go back to our natural ways. We gotta eliminate the oxygen. We gotta eliminate the food. We gotta eliminate the poison, eliminate the chemicals, all of that, which means we're gonna need to restore the balance of our planet. How are we gonna do that if we don't have the technology yet? We don't got it yet, but our peers do. Our peers do though. And in fact, they coming to give us this technology. I'll be back, y'all. And then let them tell it. Let them tell it. Ain't none of this going on, right? Yeah, I just found a whole nug in my pocket, y'all. Shit is insane. In the pocket. In the pocket, though. But yeah, this is what's going on right now. This is the Project Hail Mary. It's imperative that we understand this, because the Hail Mary project is taking place right here on this planet, right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? And you got a being, you got two advanced beings just landing here. You feel me? And they're not landing here to play. They're not landing here to just land here. Nigga, this is real business going on. This is real galactic celestial events taking place. And they're not telling nobody. You feel me? They're not telling nobody. In fact, they are telling us, but they're telling us through a movie. And even through the movie, they're not even telling us the real. You feel me? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about your realm right now. Okay. What they're not telling you as well is that your planet is literally surrounded. Your realm is surrounded Your realm is surrounded, but your realm is surrounded by beings of a galactic federation, a galactic council that stands for righteousness. And these beings that is a part of this galactic council, this galactic federation, is surrounding your planet. It's surrounding your planet, so no one leaves and no one comes in, but they're allowing certain individuals to come in, right? They're allowing certain individuals to come in for certain reasons. Understand that it is ships surrounding every city. It is ships on top of every cities. There's commander ships on top of the firmament, and there's motherships behind those. This is also what they're not telling us. You got motherships here. This is why we even finna start seeing the scouting ships. Your scouting ships are what you see as your normal average UFOs, the wheels, but you've never seen a mothership. You've never seen a mothership because a mothership is bigger than a planet. A commander ship is what they showed you in, let me see. It's a movie that they showed you the commander ship, but the commander ship is just about as big as as a city, as a state. You feel me? And over every city and every state, it's a commander ship. And on top of every city and every state, it's a scouting ship, right? And right outside of this planet is a mothership. And it's more than one. The ancestors are here. Your brothers and sisters are here. Your cousins are here. Your friends are here. Your neighbors are here. So much good alliance that was made to help you on this planet right here. It's imperative that we understand this because they have lied to us about it. You feel me, Salty Bird? Salty Seabird, you feel me? You feel me out there, Reflection? For real though, they lied to us about this, so we don't have a clue. And it's hard for us to even grasp this because of it. Because of how they lied to us about it. It's hard for us to grasp that this is taking place right now. How come we can't see it? Because, hold on, let me answer that, hold on. How come we can't see it with our own retinas? Because you gotta understand, certain things that take place and exist is being hidden from you. It's not that you can't see it. It is just being hidden from you in plain sight, right? This is what they're showing you over Puerto Rican skies. What they're trying to call a rare event of a sprite, a rare sprite. But I just showed y'all the real Petrovaline, the real Petrovaline. That's connected to your Venusians, right? But understand that it's hard for us to grasp this because it's being hidden from us. The reason why you can't walk outside and see these ships is because you have layers of technology in your sky. It showed you this in King Kong when he threw the wooden spear at the ceiling and it cracked and he seen that he was in a simulation. We know we're in a simulation, which is the light code lockdown, but we're also in a firmament. This firmament is not made to keep us in here, it's made to keep them in here. I do a whole lot of explaining more up on that, but for right now, we got to understand this Project Hail Mary. Because what is this Project Hail Mary? Now that we just decoded it off, this Project Hail Mary is a project of them trying to figure out the intentions of your Venuvians and your Iridians landing here. They're trying to figure out why your Iridians is getting involved in this, and they're trying to figure out why your Iridians, and they're trying to figure out how your Iridians are able to mass alliance with your Venuvians, and they're trying to figure out how your Venuvians are doing what they're doing to this atmosphere. Project Hail Mary is them taking a long shot at trying to see. Project Hail Mary is them taking a long shot at trying to figure out this new life that's coming to the planet that they don't understand. But this is not even new life. This is just our people coming here from a different galaxy, nigga. Cause this shit getting real. You feel me? Facts. Facts. So this is what Project Hail Mary is all about. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? Salty Seabird, you feel me? I see it's 4 people in here. Peace to all the 4 people in here. I don't give a fuck if it be 2 people in here. You feel me? These are the people that's meant to hear this. These are the people who gon' know. You feel me? These are the people who are supposed to know this. The chosen ones. You are in here for a reason. Right? So, I appreciate every single last one of you that has sat right here in this live and caught this intellect, caught this gem, caught this download about your planet, because I just gave you global news that they haven't even broken to you yet. But let a black man go shoot another black man through their propaganda and through their agendas. That shit's gonna be national, worldwide, on television. Channel 2 News, nigga, devise. Fuck you mean? Facts. And Salty Seabird, of course, reflection, of course, you know, I gotta put this information out there. And it's not my information to keep. I will never take credit for this information that I tell y'all. You feel me? This belongs to the ancestors, as this is the ancestors who are channeling through me to give you this information. You feel what I'm saying? The ships that I just explained to you, our ancestors that sitting on those ships are literally getting right through the vessels that's right here on this planet, that's right here on the realm. This is the art information to know. You feel what I'm saying? I can't keep it. That'll be selfish for me to keep this information to myself, knowing there's other people that need this, other chosen ones just like me that need this. You feel me? Facts. You know what I'm saying? This channel ain't even got to where it's peak yet. This channel's still being built up, man. And that's what the elites don't understand. They're thinking they can fuck with me. This channel ain't even been built up yet. This channel ain't even hit its peak yet. And when it do, everything I say is gonna be worldwide. Watch, they already coming after me now. Like, not coming after me like, well, no, they coming after me, but what I mean by coming after me, like, everything I get on here and say to y'all, they come right behind me. And they learn from this shit as well. You feel what I'm saying? They learn from this shit as well. They come right in here. They sit right in the lives. And they learn exactly from what I said. They'll take something from what I said, and they'll go make it happen later on. Or they'll come out later on with something right after based off what I said. You feel me? Facts, reflection, definitely, you know that. Now, and too, if y'all go look at my previous videos, you feel me? Y'all go look at my videos, like on the channel, if you go to videos and not the lives, you will see that I was doing videos before I even was doing lives. Before I was getting on lives, I was doing videos and shorts. If you go check out my videos, you'll see that my videos is more intense than I ever am now. You feel me? If y'all want some real gems, like some real gems, y'all gotta go check out the videos, man. Y'all gotta go check out the videos. Cause the videos, man, I was doing so much channeling, man. Like, it's because I've been moving around now, you know. I've been in areas and places where I've been having to learn how to contain my how can I word this? As I've been moving around, you know, we haven't been using the setup. You know what I'm saying? Facts, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell y'all something. Cause we've been vibing since we've been in here. A lot of people, I'm holding down the self-reflection. I'm holding down the South right now. I'm holding down the South. You feel me? But let me tell y'all something though. Let me tell y'all something. I said this in one of my videos. I said, you will never know when you are amongst an angelic being, a true angelic being. You will never know when you are amongst one. You will never know when one is in your presence. Why? Because it is not for you to know until they reveal themselves. Until they reveal themselves, you will never know you are in the presence of an angelic being. So for you to even see that, because we know we look, but we have to see with our eyes certain times. But because you can see that, you feel me? That lets you know a lot about you, where you sit. You know what I'm saying? And that's to the 3 people in here. Because there's only 3 people in here. When what they tell me, it'll be more than 3 people in here, and they'll tell me it's only 3 people in here. But to the 3 people I see in here, you know, I'm talking to y'all right now. You feel me? We already broke down. We already did the lecture. We broke all that down. We know what's going on now. We know what they're trying to hide. Now I'm talking to y'all. You feel me? We must break through the system and this illusion of being limitless. Let me better rephrase that. We must break the system of us thinking that we are limited. We must break the system of us unintentionally keeping our mind limited. It's not your fault, but you have to put up a fight, right? That's why you have these angelic beings on your side. That's why you have your ancestors on your side, so you can put up this fight, right? What point is it for your ancestors to be on your side? What point is it for your angelic beings to walk with you, right? And you don't even want to put up a fight for yourself. What good do that do you? What good does that does them? If you ain't got nothing that you believe in, if you ain't got nobody that you believe in, at least have something that you would die for. At least have somebody you would die for. If you ain't got nobody you would die for, if you ain't got something you would die for, if you ain't got nothing to believe in, if you ain't got somebody you believe in, at least have something you trust, or somebody you trust, or at least have somebody to be loyal to, or something to be loyal to, you know? I'm giving y'all facts right now. Ancient facts. I'm teaching y'all ancient ways of how we used to go about things. I'm teaching y'all ancient ways of how to go about things. You feel me? Y'all stay tuned, man. I got books coming out. You feel me? I wasn't gonna reveal that yet. I was just gonna drop them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to start trying to fuck with it early before I even started trying to publish them. You know what I'm saying? But We got books coming out. We got books coming out. All type of books coming out. You feel me? Because on the books, I can get so much deeper. You feel me? I can get so much deeper. But we got a website coming out. We got the books coming out. You feel me? And we got a book of quotes coming out. I ain't even, and this how y'all know the lecture was so serious. I didn't even give a piece to the gods and goddesses. This how you know what time we in right now. With all due respect, it ain't no time to sugarcoat nothing right now. It's a time to straight move forth and warrior. Pure, no emotions. It's a warfare right now. We can't have no emotions. We're in the middle of a war, a galactic war. So we must drop emotions. That don't mean just be heartless. That don't mean just be careless and nonchalant. But saying that is to say, be aware, right? Because a lot of us react off, we only make reactions because of the emotions. A lot of us only go through certain things because of our emotions, because we're not aware that we make reactions off our emotions. So that's why you must either drop the emotions or become aware of them. You see what I'm saying? Facts. On top of that, but let me give a peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Kaido. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Peace to all the high vibrational human beings as well, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a peace to all the high vibrational human beings. You feel me? I want to give a peace to my elders. I want to give a peace to my middle age group. And I want to give a peace to my peers, with that being the youth 21 and younger. You feel me? I would definitely want to give a peace and gratitude to the God Divine Insight. You feel me? That being said, if y'all got any questions, feel free to comment. You feel me? If something went over your head in this video, go back, rewind it. You feel me? If something didn't make sense, that's okay. Just take what resonates. You know? As far as in your soul have keys that my soul doesn't, and my soul has keys that your soul doesn't. So I understand that each path and each reality is different. This is what makes God omnipresent, because everybody's reality is different. This is multidimensional. This is a parallel universe. I understand that you are a reflection of me, and that's the parallel universe coexistence. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Matter of fact, I got a whole video on my channel about I got a whole a Salty Seabird. I got a whole video on the channel. It's called a community kickback. It's a video strictly about me just introducing myself. You feel me? It's about me diving deep into myself or who I am. You feel me? Just letting y'all know who giving y'all this information and who leading y'all with this information. You feel me? So you can get to know a lot or a little bit more about me if you go watch that. You feel me? Because that's a video strictly just me talking about who I am, you know what I'm saying, my background, where I come from, how I got here now, things like that, you feel me? But yeah, pretty much on that base, so definitely. So again, peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Peace to all the high vibrational human beings. Peace to the ancestors. None of this is possible without the ancestors. Peace to cosmic family. Peace to the head star system. That being Sirius X. I leave as I come. I appreciate every single last one of you. Blessings to all of you. I hope all of you have a beautiful, prosperous, blissful this day. As today is a beautiful, prosperous day. You feel me? So I want to give a peace to all you beautiful beings, all you beautiful souls, all you beautiful spirits, all you beautiful minds, all you beautiful bodies, you beautiful reflections. I leave as I come. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. We coming at y'all for the next one. The next video gonna be off the chain. So I'm getting y'all a little more familiar with these other extraterrestrial beings, because it's more. But the extraterrestrial beings I'm gonna be getting y'all familiar with is your neighbors, your cosmic neighbors, your cosmic families, your cosmic ancestors. So y'all stay tuned for more. Tap into the channel. I got buku more videos you can go watch, tap in, you feel me? But hey, we stay up, stay blessed.